What's up, you guys? I am back with another video. It's your favorite Michaela, and today, your girl will be doing a life update slash a story time on how your girl found out that she was finna go blind. Now, I say it's a story time only because I'm finna tell y'all step by step what happened. And I don't know if I want to tell y'all the whole thing. I might tell y'all the whole thing. I don't even care. But to make a long story short, excuse my hair because I actually get my hair done at 12 today. Now, I don't know if I'm going to record, but if the vibe's good and I'm feeling good, which the vibe's going to be good anyways, but if I'm feeling good and stuff, that's what I'm going to do. But it's 9:50 right now. I think she's supposed to come here at 12 o'clock or 1:30. No later than like 1:30 to get my hair done. So I'm so excited. Hopefully she don't cancel on me. Because, baby, it do look like it's finna rain. But let's get into this story time. This story time just happened literally almost a week ago. Tomorrow will make a week. Wednesday will make a week ever since I had my procedure. So let's get into it. First thing first, I'm gonna get comfortable, you guys. Hey, you guys, it's been a while, and I just feel like I can't post another video. I feel like, y'all, I'm just moving the camera. I feel like I can't post another video until I get this out, because if y'all supposed to be going on a journey with me, I don't want to post all my content and stuff like that and then make it seem like I came up with a lot, like, oh, like that girl did it for content or whatever. So let's get into it, y'all. Okay, first time first. Surprise, the girl got like a little car set up for her. And a couple months ago, well, a month ago or a couple months ago, I had ended up losing my glasses. And in order to drive, you need glasses. So I scheduled me an eye appointment, just getting ready for the car situation and stuff, so I can be stable and ready to go. I don't have to run into no problems or nothing like that. So I scheduled me an eye appointment. My eye appointment was last Tuesday. Went to the eye doctor. The eye doctor, I will show y'all like pictures of it or whatever, but my neurologist got them pictures. They never gave them back to me because they don't have nothing on record for my eyes. But I went to the eye doctor. They, did the regular eye procedure, dilated my eyes and stuff, had me read some stuff out to them and all that, So come back, the doctor come in the room. He was like, you have fluid behind your eyes, and it could be normal for your age. Like, normally women's in their 20s and 30s normally have fluid behind their eyes. Now, this was, I'm not going to say it was a lie, but this why I don't know that if it's a lie or it's not a lie. I'm just telling y'all what he told me. So, he went on to say, it's normal for that or whatever, but I want you to, after this, when I finish filling out your paperwork and stuff, I'm going to call over to the emergency room. I want you to go to the emergency room. So I end up going to the emergency room. I end up walking down to the emergency room. The emergency room is not that far from the eye clinic, maybe. I don't know. It wasn't nothing but across the street, basically. So I walked over to the emergency room. Like, I'm sitting up there. Everybody that was in the emergency room was literally sick. And there was one other person there. He wasn't really sick, but he was there. But everybody in the emergency room was sick but me. So I'm like, okay, this can't be nothing serious. This can't be nothing serious. And let me tell y'all something else. He gave me a little note to give to the nurses and stuff like that when I got there. And now that I got a hold of that note again, before I was getting ready to get discharged from the hospital, so that let you know, like, I just planned on not staying there. Because when he told me that it was normal, I was just like, I don't know what that is, y'all. If it was a book, mind your business. But I don't know. I didn't notice the little note that he wrote, but he did say he thought it was a tumor or a mass or something like that. I can't remember which one he wrote on there, but whichever one he wrote on there, That's what he thought it was. That's why he told me to go to the emergency room. So my thing is, that's where it come in. Like, what you mean you don't know if it's normal in my age, but you send me over a tumor and a mass is something serious. Like, you can die from that. Like, if you, especially if you catch it too late, you can die from that. So yeah, we gonna get into that too later. My mind going all over the place. I'm just ready to just blurt it all out. So, uh, actually, that's not a booger. That's food. Okay, but anyways, y'all see why I don't do story times? I'm trying to think. Okay, so I just sat in the rain room for a good, I don't even know how many hours, maybe 3 hours. So the doctor, the ER doctor finally came around. I don't know, was he just not getting to work or what, whatever the case may be. He asked me why I was here and I told him da 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 da. So he was like, I gave him the paperwork and he started looking at it. He was like, I normally put people in the hospital for these. I said, what? He was like, I normally put people in the hospital for this. I said, oh my God, I'm going to have to spend the night. Y'all, come on, y'all. This is my first time in this town that I'm staying in. I'm not going to tell y'all where I stay at, but this is my first time in the town that I'm staying in. So I wanted to go to their fair parade. But that's not the main reason. The main reason, too, like, my home, excuse me, my home is like my happy place. So when I feel stressed or whatever, I want to go home. Or when I feel like I just don't want to deal with whatever I'm dealing with, I want to go home. So it wasn't just the fair parade. Fair parade was part of the reason, but also the other reason was like, it's just like when I don't want to, when I hear negative stuff, I just be like, I want to go home, be at peace. I'm fine at my place. I'm good there. I'm ready to go home. And if you know me and you talk to me every day, you know every time I step out, I be ready to come back home. I be ready to come back home. Like, I be so ready to go somewhere. And when I get there, I be like, okay, I'm here. I'm ready to go back home. So that was another reason why I was just like, oh my God, oh my God. So when he said that, like, I was just panicking. I'm like, I ain't too much going on with me or whatever. Like, I'm the only one in this emergency room that is up moving around, talking on the phone, kicking my feet up, lollygagging, laughing, talking on the phone, doing everything in the book like if I'm just at home chilling. So I'm like, I ain't gonna spend the night. Like, what he mean? What he mean? So I did mention to him, I was like, but the eye doctor told me that it's normal, da da da. He was like, well, if he say it's normal, believe that because he's educated in that. And come to find out, further along the line, he's not educated in that with the like fluid behind your eyes and stuff. He just, he see it and he reported. That's it. Because that's why I had to go to a neurologist. But yeah, I hope I'm saying that right, because it's another N word, not neurologist, it's another N word. So okay, fast forward. The doctor finally came back around. He was like, the word on the street. Y'all, this what this man said. And when I say I praise God, and he shut me down. He shut me all the way back down to zero. I was so mad, I ain't know what to do. It was like I wasn't even mad, but it was just like, girl, humble yourself and listen to the full thing and start listening to half of everything. So that man was like, the word on the street, you could do this outpatient. But with the type of insurance that you have, and baby, let me tell y'all something. I stay in Louisiana. I ain't gonna say like what part. Y'all probably already know what part if y'all follow me on social media. Well, y'all really don't know because I be posting locations. I just be there. I don't even stay there in the area. But put it like this: the poor insurance, all the poor insurance people go to one place pretty much, and they always fool with people. And then the people that got okay insurance and good insurance, they always got openings for them. They always have this ready for them. Da 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 da. So back to what I was saying. He was like, the word on the street that you can do this outpatient. But he was like, I'm deciding with the hospital. He named the hospital that I would have to go to with my insurance or whatever. So he was like, with them, it will take them forever to handle this situation. So therefore, it's better to just go ahead and handle this now. Now, mind you, I had already praised God and stuff. I was like, oh my God, thank you, Jesus. Thank you, Jesus. I ain't got to say, I ain't got to stay, I ain't got to stay, Lord. Baby, I did not want to stay at that hospital, baby. When I say I did not want to stay at that hospital, I did not want to stay at that hospital. Like, it's too much going on for me to be in the hospital, baby. I got to know everything that's going on. Yes, baby, I'm that nosy. I got to know everything that's going on. I can't miss a beat. Baby, I got to know everything. So, but what I'm finna say, that's when he went on to repeat himself again. Because he was like, oh, she didn't hear me. Let me repeat myself again. I heard that, but then all I heard was the word on the street that you could do without patient. But to make a long story short, I ended up staying in the hospital. They ended up getting me a room maybe 2 hours later, if I'm not mistaken, or less than that. I did an MRI for the first time. And I just feel like from this experience that it lets me know that I can do anything I put my mind to. And the reason why I say that, and I'm not saying I never had that mindset, but it just made me feel like this is life and death. For me to have to stay in the hospital, this is life and death. And me being in the hospital made me think about like my child, like, dang, if I was to leave this world today, like, who gonna take care of my child? Like, who gonna do this? Who gonna do that? Like, yeah, I can say my parents gonna do that, but when they gone, who gonna do it? And then I'm just like, then when I was in the hospital, Mikhail really got to me a little bit. Like, Mikhail kept calling my name and stuff, and I'm just like, Mama gonna be home? Or I don't even think I said that, but Mikhail just don't know. That was really getting under my skin, and I feel like he know that because he real petty like that. I don't know if y'all know, but Mikhail is a petty child. Like, yeah. But I did an MRI for an hour and like 15 minutes, I believe. And I had to sit in that machine without moving or nothing like that. They had gave me some anxiety medicine, so I don't know was that the help or what. But honestly, what I can say about that, doing that, they let me know when it's something serious, be serious. And you can be serious. Like, I'm just like, man, I got to go through with this. I got to get here because, I don't know how my child would be on this earth without me. Like, that's how my mind kept going. And long as I was in that machine, y'all, I've been saying I ain't gonna get on no plane. I don't want to get on no plane. I don't want to get on no plane. Y'all, I'm not even gonna cap to y'all. I might actually get on a plane because it's just like, if I can go through that for a whole hour and just, I can do anything. Like, I just feel like being in a machine, and I don't know why, but I just feel like being in that machine that long, I just feel like I can go through anything. And then too, it just let me know, like, when you in a serious situation, life and death situation, you have to do stuff that you don't want to do. And like, my main thing is, once I start getting them coins on this social media and stuff, I want to do meet and greets and stuff. I want to throw events for like different cities and stuff like that. I want to give back to the community and all that when I get up, cause baby, gotta take care of me and Mikhail first. But I want to do all these things, and I'm just like, I can't just sit around and drive everywhere I go. I'm gonna have to get on a plane, and like, I was thinking about that a while back ago. Like, girl, you're gonna have to get on a plane. Like, what do you mean? You're gonna have to get on a plane sooner or later. And I was like, nah, I can have so much money, I can have somebody drive me. But then it's places that you can't drive to. So, to make a long story short, and as y'all can see, I get way off subject, but that was basically what was going through my mind. And I also went through and did x-rays. Oh my God. Yeah. So after all that, they end up coming in telling me that, they gonna have to do a procedure where they stick a needle up my back I don't feel like doing all that extra editing, so I'm gonna show y'all a picture. But they was like, they gonna do. Here you go, y'all. This is my spine, and that little black thing that's in the picture was the needle in my back. So that don't identify where I stay at. Cause I'm sitting here looking at the hospital name. That don't identify where I stay at. Because but that was that. They ended up doing their procedure. They came in and let me know that, hey, it wasn't no mass, it wasn't no tumor. Thank God that it wasn't that, because definitely when they started thinking and saying something was serious or whatever, I was thinking that it was a tumor myself, honestly. Because what else could be going on in your brain besides a tumor? But good thing that it wasn't. But yeah, I'm in my recovery days. Tomorrow will make a week ever since I got admitted to the hospital Wednesday. The next day after that, which is Wednesday, will make a whole week of me being at the hospital. I mean, having surgery. And then if I'm not mistaken, that Friday will make a whole week of me being at the hospital. Now, what I am gonna say, I had to be on bed rest. I did not feel good at all. Like what I had to go through afterwards, I did not feel good at all. I kind of feel like I over pushed myself a little bit too, but y'all, to make a long story short, it's serious. It was serious. It was serious. Like my symptoms before then, like I just had like sinus headache, and it could have been, sinus that build up in my head too. That's why they didn't find nothing in the fluid or nothing. It could have been sinus build up, but still they got me on some fluid pills now. Yeah, they got me on some fluid pills, and when I first came home, I just came home and went to sleep. It wasn't that I was tired. I was just in pain. I was just overwhelmed, and I was hurting. So I just went to sleep. The pains that I was having is like headache and neck pain. Neck pain is part of your spine. They say that's normal. So yeah, one thing I can say, somebody just walked through here. But one thing I can personally say is, they say Tylenol will make the pain go away. For me, honestly, and for somebody that don't just pop Tylenol 24/7, it didn't always work. Only thing that actually kind of worked for me was laying down on a pillow, laying down period, and sleeping. That's about the only thing that I can say that worked. Yesterday, which I don't know what day they made, y'all, because that was Sunday, so what made like my fourth day of healing, I guess. I got up and made myself, because I just always remember growing up. I can't remember who my mom was talking to, but no matter what, I just remember my mom used to always say, laying down ain't gonna get it. You're gonna have to get up and move around. You're gonna have to get up and move around. And yesterday I moved around a lot. I didn't push myself too much, but I moved around. By that night, it was okay. I had a little neck pain and I was kind of irritated before I went to bed, but I was good. Today, this is a 18-minute video. I'm sitting up. I'm not gonna say I don't have no pain. I have a slight little neck pain, but I'm not having a headache. I had times where if I stand up too long, I was getting a headache. If I sit up, I'm getting a headache. No matter how slow I sit up and ease up, I'm getting a headache. So, also too, I don't know, was this normal or something that if you went through this or you have to go through this or whatever. I wasn't eating that much. When I first got home, I was not eating that much. I was not eating that much. Like, let's say I wasn't eating that much. I was barely eating. For like the first 2 days, I was barely eating. I'm not gonna say it was because I ain't had no grocery, because that's definitely the truth. But I had stuff in there to eat, but yeah. And you can't live, you can't pick up on nothing, and you have to be at risk. So I thank God that I'm able to get up and make this video. And I thank God for everything. Like, it's just like I feel like I'm come from the world. Like, I done went through stuff that I thought I would never have to go through. And one thing I can say, when I first got admitted to the hospital, it was so hurtful for me because I never got admitted into the hospital before, besides me giving birth. Anything on the outside of that, I never been through that. So it was a very emotional roller coaster for me, because it was just like I never been through nothing. And like, now that I'm older, I'm finally going through stuff. And I'm not saying that you have to go through stuff, but I'm finally going through things. Like, growing up as a child, I didn't have to go through stuff like that. I wasn't one of them kids. I didn't break my finger. I didn't go through none of that. So, like, let me bag up a little bit real quick, and then I'm gonna end this video. Like, when I got pregnant, when my baby daddy said he didn't want to be there for Mikhail or me, that was the first tragic thing that happened to me. Because like, I'm used to getting whatever I want and whatever I say, and it goes. So that was like the first tragic thing that happened to me. My baby being born and having to go through stuff like that. I was I was wondering, like, why my baby got to go through this? Why my baby got to do this? Why my baby got to do that? That was another tragic thing for me. Losing my auntie, doing all this, because I'm still processing these first two things. The pregnancy along and the baby being born. I'm still processing that. So, yeah. Went through that. And now I just went through a little procedure. Even though it was just so little, it's just the stuff that I went through. It's just, I feel like growing up as a spoiled child, and I'm just keeping it one-handed and keeping it real. Growing up as a spoiled child, like, I always wanted to see the world. I always wanted to do this. I always wanted to do that. But like, now that I'm grown, I don't want to see none of that stuff, because it's like, dang, girl, like, you really going through that stuff. Like, you really have to go through this. You really have to do this. You really have to do that. It's scary. So, yeah, I don't know what journey this going to take and what route we going to go, but this my life. And I'm living it like I never been through nothing. I'm not gonna say tragic, because it definitely wasn't tragic, but I just never had to do stuff like that. Like, now that I'm getting older, I'm starting to have a first of everything, and it's blowing my mind. And it's like, I can't do nothing about it, because, girl, it's life. You got to go along with life, baby. It's no way you can't go along with life unless you just stop and you just die. And also, too, I don't know if you guys noticed, but my face done went down. I'm on fluid pills, like I said. My face done went down. I don't know if y'all can really tell, but my face done went down, done slimmed down a lot. My wrist done slimmed down a lot. My feet, it might be a little ashy, but my feet done slimmed down a lot. Them toes ugly, baby. Them toes ugly. Don't put them back in the camera. But, yeah. This is it for this video. Make sure you guys like, comment, and subscribe, and I love y'all so much. And I'm finna get back on my content, y'all. I'm finna get back on my content. I'm finna get back on it. Like, chill out. If I snatch you up out that seat and put you right here so you can see what's going on, and that's gonna be your video. Y'all just be coming up with some stuff, but I love you guys so much, and I will see y'all in my next video. Bye.